This is Hidden Killers Live with Tony Brueski, Stacy Cole, and Todd Michaels.
We are talking about the Adelsons, Donna Adelson, Charlie Adelson, Harvey, Wendy, you know, the whole clan that's coming to ABC Saturday nights for a feel-good comedy that you've never saw coming. Wouldn't that be great? Right after Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. We're talking about what happened in court the other day in the sentencing of Donna Adelson, the reactions from their friends, their acquaintances, their flying monkeys that gave their victim impact statements despite being on the side of the perpetrators of the crime. And also just the reaction from the public, the reaction from anyone who had an unfortunate chance of observing this circus. I want to go and I want to review the Harvey tape. This is Harvey's testimony in court the other day. It's a shorter one, and then we'll talk on the other side. But let's relive the magic of Harvey Adelson trying to stand up for Donna.
Oh, I love this.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can lower your hand. You may speak.
Thank you, Judge, and respected officers of the court for allowing me to speak. I have been Donna Adelson's husband for over 50 years. My wife sacrificed everything so that she could pour her heart and soul into our children, our grandchildren, and our marriage. This summer was our 54th wedding anniversary, and I had to spend it without her, hand in mine. She has done nothing wrong, and yet is being punished for a crime that she did not commit. I thought we lived in a different kind of world, but I guess I was wrong. I had listened, watched, and sat in the courtroom for the entire trial, and I could not help but scream in my mind by the witnesses that were brought forward by the prosecution who told outright lies. I didn't know that you could lie in a courtroom, but apparently you can. Danny's parents contend that they have never seen their grandchild. But for years they say they've never seen her. But Wendy has shared with me pictures and videos and letters from their visits. They have suffered immensely at the loss of their son, but they also contend to tell lies to the court about our grandchildren. Donna has always been a loving and caring wife.
You tell them, Harvey.
Innocent of the charges.
You tell them.
A biased judge.
I wrote it for you
and
last night in
jury
the cell.
were influenced by years of one-sided news pieces and social media.
Doctor, Ms. Wolford, this has nothing to do with the character of the defendant or the sentencing.
May I just one moment, please?
Yeah, here we go.
May I
What
do
did
my
you write
job?
here? Yeah, let's see what you wrote.
Let's see what's left when she's done Xing things out. This is my favorite part.
Jennifer says ChatGPT at its finest. She's right.
This last line right here, only that. That's
Yeah.
all you can read.
Donna
And then
did
it just
not
keeps
participate
going.
in the heinous acts that she was convicted of doing. You are sending an innocent woman
Jesus.
to prison. You have taken my wife and you have taken my life as well. And for what? This is not justice. It is vengeance, and it is wrong.
He didn't even thank the Academy. What an asshole.
That's what I love. So every time the lawyer went up there to look at and edit, nothing changed, and they kept going.
I just think it was a big vroom, vroom. Like,
So
you can't say any of this. Just this last sentence.
But the thing I really loved even more is how he implicated Wendy by saying, Wendy showed me video, she showed me, and I'm like, oh, wow, he just threw his daughter under the bus. It's
But
like,
again,
oh,
why
really?
didn't
I haven't seen those yet. Time to go get those.
If that were true, why didn't that come out in
Good
the
point.
trial? Like,
'Cause
why?
it's not.
I know, that's the point. Like,
There you
if that was true, then that should have been brought out in the trial.
Yeah. and just to rely, I mean, and what a weak statement too, of like, these grandparents are saying like, we haven't seen them on any regular basis whatsoever or at all for 6 years. And he's like, I've seen pictures. And you've seen some pictures, okay? when were the pictures taken? Was it just like one occasion, or like what are you talking? I got pictures.
And prosecutors going, oh, I want to see those pictures.
Yeah, let's see the pictures. Yeah.
More lies. I every time we have a good chuckle at their expense, I just keep thinking of Markel's and what they're going through. So it's one of these things that, like I remember during Koberger's sentencing as well, cheering but at the same time, remembering what brought us to this point. So I do the same thing here. I love cheering her going to jail and getting the worst, the max on everything. Same time though, I keep remembering that the Markels have lost their son to these horrendous human beings.
Yeah. Well, and I want to talk about this for a second, because in our earlier segment we were talking about the Markels not being able to see their grandkids, and on a simple world it would be, oh well, just start having him go see them. Let's have that. Like, look, these kids maybe. I am not speaking for them. I have no idea what's going on, but I would gather to venture that I think that's not even the correct way to say that, but I would venture to guess. I think that's what I meant to say. That they probably don't have the highest of opinions. Probably from that, where they're being raised or they're being raised by, I'm just going to guess that they probably don't have the highest of opinions, because that's probably the conditioning that they were given. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Wendy has pictures of them at their bedside and they're kissing them every single night and they're telling stories about them and it's just lovely and wonderful. But if that's really happening, then why the fuck aren't they in their lives?
Mm-hmm.
We become what we consume, and we become what we're fed, and
exactly.
And that's
they're
why
victims.
And that's why during those formative years of lives, 9 to 24, what we consume that allows us to feel safe from our own perspective is what we're going to gravitate to. And if you are told by your mom, your grandparents, that this is what safety looks like, and these people and this world out here is unsafe, you have that implanted in your brain at that young age. And that's why, at the very beginning of the show today, I'm like, how do you fix this?
You don't. I don't know how you can.
It's very challenging. It's very challenging.
The sad reality of a situation like that is, by the time the kid does get the agency and has the maturity, in most cases, again, I'm not speaking for them, I'm just kind of speaking in broad terms here, right, they're going to be dead. That's going to be a long time from now, in most cases, for them to mature to the level of really grasping what the hell they've been through and who their family is and who these people are and were. You're going to miss so much, and that's just the sad reality of it, that Wendy is robbing them of. And look, I am not in any way, shape, or form, I always got to say this, a proponent of grandparents should be in grandchildren's lives all the time. Right. Not fucking at all. There is many cases where that is not appropriate, because they're toxic human beings and they've sown their own shit. I mean, just the same reason like Donna really shouldn't have been in these kids' lives, but they were the ones controlling it. So it's not a one size fits all and woe is every grandparent. But in this case, with these two, this is just insane.
I'd be very curious about what Wendy's path and arc is right now. I know everyone keeps saying prosecute, but we haven't seen, what we don't know is how this has really changed her, if it's changed her, and what she's doing as a mother. I mean, so there's a lot of unknowns that, might be, again, glass half full until you know you can keep that hope alive. Now, granted, her arc is pretty predictable, but this is a major event which could actually shift that arc of learning or lack of learning. So I'd be really curious, because we haven't heard anything from her, probably because she's afraid to say anything. It'd be really interesting to see how she's raising the kids.
Well, I hope that she's doing it in a healthy way. If she has nothing to do with this, great. Obviously, there's a lot of evidence that kind of says there's at least some awareness of what the fuck was going on.
I know. I'm laughing. Jennifer's comment.
Exactly. If I were them, father-daughter trip. father-daughter trip, and it's time for a little, like, let's smell the roses and touch the grass and realize what the hell we've been around our whole lives. Because at the end of the day, if you really do look at this, now look, Harvey had agency. Harvey's an adult. Harvey made his own choices and chose the bed that he was going to lay in next to Satan with.
Satan.
That's good.
But
Ready on that one.
Donna, it's almost bedtime.
God, that's so creepy.
Oh, that was Tony. I thought that was Todd.
Yeah,
no, it's me.
Oh, good
But-
God.
Entire time.
But the thing is, if you, Wendy, she's brought up in this.
Yeah,
So,
she's steeped in it.
so just as we're talking about and speculating on her kids, the Markel grandchildren, on their way of thinking, based on what Wendy is feeding them, Wendy is a product of Donna too. So there is a level of victim, I think, to Charlie, a level of victim to Wendy, certainly a level of victim to the other son, whose name I always forget. But
Rob?
he should.
Robert,
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, probably good for him. I don't remember it, so he can live in peace. You know, the less people that say his name, the more he can just go enjoy life. And then you have. I do wonder to a bit of Harvey. I mean, Harvey, again, he's an adult, though. He had the agency to make more choices. The kids, not so much. So the path that the kids are playing with is a path that was originally rooted out by Harvey and Donna. Now, obviously, Rob got the hell out of Dodge. He saw it. He was able to do it. He had the cognitive ability, the emotional maturity to say, this isn't for me. The other two, obviously not so much. They've stayed pretty close to the teat. So that's the problem. Because Donna kept going, it's chocolate milk day.
So now all I can think of
In
is
hell.
Donna's teat comes to mind, and now I'm not going to get through the rest of the day.
And Tony's got his demon button ready.
Yeah, he does. He pulls that during staff meetings too.
Come here. Charlie, I just want to give you some chocolate milk. Chocolate milk time.
Come feed the chocolate milk to Charlie.
Oh God, it's like a South Park episode here.
Saying the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord is saying that you must have the milk.
God.
And we're off the rails.
Train's derailed.
Yeah, there you go. Chocolate milk in hell. That's the title of Charlie's book. Chocolate milk in hell.
Oh my gosh. So what's he do now?
Well, recently I saw a video of Charlie complaining that someone opened the door and it stubbed his toe in the prison, and he had a big fit about that. Charlie wasn't happy. Stubbed his toe.
Hey, you know what? I'll give him a little credit. That shit hurts, man. I've known people who've, dislocated toes on coffee tables and had to go to the ER. I mean, that's a thing.
Stacy, he murdered somebody. I just want to clarify.
Fine, take the wind out of my damn sails. Thanks
That's
a
why
lot.
I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Wait till she starts going on about her love for Luigi Mangione or something.
Well, he is cute.
Oh my god.
No. He's a looker. And he works out. I mean, have you seen those pecs? My God.
Oh my god.
I'm not justifying what he did. I'm just saying he's not
Throw
bad
another
to look
shovel.
at.
Throw her another shovel.
Oh, another shovel.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, if we had Rex
Jesus
Yorman
Christ.
or Luigi to look at, ladies in the chat, who are we going to look at?
I'd throw them all in a pit.
Satan.
I'm just saying, if we have to look at somebody,
Pull her out of the pit.
he's going to mute my mic. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So that's where the whole Adelson world sits now. Do you think that the reactions that they gave in court the other day are going to? I mean, obviously they're not legal reactions. There's nothing here that constitutes any sort of breaking a law or reaffirming any sort of wrongdoing. But in terms of the motivation of a certain prosecutor named Georgia Kappelman, when you're being torn apart by people who are unindicted co-conspirators, or one of them doing that, I don't know. It might put a little fire in my behind to be like, I was looking over here at your daughter, but I might want to look your way a little bit now too.
Yeah. So what'll probably happen? So the prosecutors definitely know these personalities. They've talked to him. So what they saw on display at the sentencing was probably not a shock to anyone on that team. They've seen this before. It's just the first time we've all seen it, and so it wasn't a shock to them. What it'll be interesting to see, because of the public outcry now of saying, oh, you got to go after these people because there's a lot more here than I think the public knew potentially. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of pressure is put on them from the external forces on this. I think my guess is, they were going to do what they're going to do regardless on this, but it definitely probably put a fire under people that are trying to be reelected for things, and politicians and things like that, saying they, press for these things. That's more likely what it was affecting. But actually the rule of law itself, I think they are already set on what they're going to do regardless of that outcome.
Yeah. It's just kind of a ticking time bomb, really.
Right. But now, at least now if you, the opposite of this, now in the public's viewpoint, if you don't go after them, that's going to make them question it even more, because you're like, why aren't you going after, especially Harvey? Well,
I'd say
all of them. I mean, just anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, in all reality, if I was that first guy that got up there to defend Donna, I'd be a little worried about myself as well. I mean, just they should look at everyone in these people's lives.
It's like, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on that you're gravitating towards this sort of and what's going on in your life that this is normal to you, and you're and now that you know all the facts, this is still defensible to you.
Because what
that's
happens,
the weird part.
And so here's why it's a little scary to come to someone's defense like this, especially as a sentencing, is because if there's still more potential of charges and a prosecution of someone involved in this, and everyone involved in this knows that. I mean, it's out there that, they're still looking at Wendy, and obviously they're still potentially looking at Harvey. And so what happens is, as you come to someone's defense, if you've had contact with them, you're going to be on either a witness list. If you're going to be on a witness list, they're doing a deeper dive on you to see what your credibility is. So you are part of this investigation. And that's what you don't want in life. That's why I was really kind of shocked that anyone would come to their defense, because you're now involving yourself in the cabal of crazy. That's not good for you. That's not good for your personal brand. That's not good for a business brand. And that's not good if you want to stay out of jail yourself. If you do, because remember this, if you want to find someone guilty of something, you can almost always do it. So you don't want someone to want to find you guilty of something. That's why all these people, that was a risky move, and I don't think it's going to play well for anyone.
Yeah. I don't either. Be interesting to see who comes to the next party. Still waiting for the invites. I think they'll be maybe sent out soon by Georgia. I'm hoping any one of these days. I'm just waiting for the news flash. Oh, look who just got busted by a grand jury indicting them. We'll have to wait and see. Stay tuned, as she says, and I'll say the same thing. All right, that's going to wrap up today's program. Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section on YouTube if that's where you're watching. Be sure to press subscribe wherever you're listening or watching, wherever it may be, so you don't miss any of our coverage in this and the many cases we're following for you right here. Until next time, for Stacy, Todd, and Robin, I'm Tony Brueski. We will talk again real soon.
Want more on this case and others? Then press subscribe now and don't miss a moment of true crime coverage from Tony Brueski and the Hidden Killers podcast.